Hello, everyone. This is Trey Martin with your August 2019 Major League Baseball Power Rankings. And let's get right into our rules. First, we look at the run differential per game and then the win-loss record not per game. And then we combine it with the rankings there. We rank their run differential, then we rank their record, then we score it, and then we rank the teams in that way. If there's a tie, we look at the current streak. If there's a tie again, we look at their last 10 games, and then if they somehow tie again, which it's actually happened before. It's only happened once, but it's happened. We look at their record against over 500 teams. Now, with that, let's just hop right into it. Detroit Tigers, 30th place. Yeah. They just kind of suck. They've been disappointing for most fans, but not a shocking team. This team being a bad team isn't that surprising, really. I'm pretty sure most people expected this team to not do very well. Most people. I can't say everyone, because I'm pretty sure there were a couple people that actually had hope. Poor people that actually had hope for this team. Yeah. Alright. But they are in last place in their run differential. They have the worst run differential per game, negative 2.00, exactly 2 runs per game, negative 2, and it's pretty sad. They have the worst overall record with a 304. At least it's not a 200 record, but it's still the worst overall record. And they can't even say they're on a winning streak right now. It's just a sad team. They're on a 2-game losing streak. And yeah. Next, we have the Baltimore Orioles. They are another really bad team, and it's not a shocker. They are 29th in the run differential at negative 1.974. Pretty close to the Tigers. They are 29th in the record at 333. Again, I guess pretty close to the Tigers. 58 points. On the right side, you unlike the Tigers, you can actually say you're on a winning streak. You're both last in division, but at least you can say you're on a winning streak, a 2-game winning streak. There's that. At least you have a better record. Yeah, this team is just a crap team. Again, not that surprising. I'm pretty sure everyone knew this team wasn't going to do good. And yeah, if you had any hope, again, poor, sad idiot. I don't know. 28th place. Wow. Another just sad, pitiful team that everyone just kind of, the majority of people just knew was going to be bad. Miami Marlins. Florida, not a lot of things to cheer for as of late. You got swept Tampa Bay Lightning. You got the Tampa Bay Rays that are doing okay, I guess, but really not too much to cheer for as of late. Especially, I guess, Miami fans, really. Marlins fans, have they ever had anything to cheer for? I don't know. But they're 28th in the run differential, negative 1.017, 27th in the record. You move down in the power rankings to 28th place, 55 points, 1-game losing streak. Seattle Mariners. Oh, this team started off so good, and this team is slowly moving down. This team could actually reach 30th before the season ends. And wouldn't that be a sight? Starting out in first, moving down to 30th. That would be an amazing thing. Now they are 26th in the run differential at negative 0.983, 26th in the record at 403. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Come on now. Y'all lost a tiebreaker. There was a tiebreaker and y'all lost it with your 52 points. The Seattle Mariners. One of the few teams I was wrong about. I thought y'all were going to finish the season in the middle. You technically still can. Well, technically, you still have you're not even eliminated from losing the division. You still have a shot at winning the division somehow. It would just be an impossible scenario, but it's still possible. Now, 52 points, 3-game losing streak. Y'all are not y'all. Come on. It'd be I want to see y'all hit 30. Y'all, you're just getting down to your 27, 28, 29, 30. 3 rankings away. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Go from 1 to 30. Let's go. Kansas City Royals. You actually moved up in power rankings. You are not a good team. This is just another bad team. Not a real shot at anything. Technically anything happened. No team's eliminated from anything yet. But we got to be realistic here as well. Yes, baseball is a sport where anything can happen, but there's still things that haven't happened yet because they're not going to happen. Like, no team's going to go 162 wins or 162 losses. A team's going to win some, a team's going to lose some. It's how it works. But, it's technically possible. It's just not going to happen. It's just that kind of thing. You're 24th in the run differential at negative 832. You are 28th in the record at 361. 52 points. You won the tiebreaker because of your winning streak, which you're on the 2-game winning streak. And like I said, you have moved up in the power rankings, mostly because of the winning the tiebreaker. And then we go to the Chicago White Sox, who also moved up in the power rankings, but are also a bad team. And yeah, I really don't like this team. And yes, I know it's a bit petty. I know it's from 2005, but still, I do not like this team. So, and yeah, suck. Again, this was another team that this team actually had people who actually had hope for this team. No, it's not. It's not one that people unanimously actually knew was bad. I actually knew people who had thought this team was going to be good. Not just thought it was going to be good. The people thought the team was good in the middle of the season. They were still defending the team in the middle of the season. Now, how are they going to do it? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to be defending the team. I haven't seen them as of late defending the team, but yeah, this crushed their soul. The Mariners, and they also had hope. They were dick punched. They were in first place for a while. They just dick punched their fans. It was like to see they don't have a World Series win, and they're definitely not going to be getting it this year. Man, Seattle versus Houston. So Chicago White Sox, at least y'all have World Series wins. The last one was against the Astros. Y'all haven't been relevant since then. Y'all will never be relevant ever again. You're so far the second team that people actually had hope for. 27th in the run differential at negative 1.009. 23rd in the record at 448. And yeah, no team's technically eliminated. Every team has a shot to every team technically still has a shot at not only the wild card, but their division. Doesn't mean it's going to happen? No. That these teams are not. The Chicago White Sox, your season's over. Next up, and 24th, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates. Another team people actually had hope for. People saw potential in this team. Me, I knew the team was going to suck. And I know I'm not the only one that knew the team was going to suck. Have you seen any of Urinating Trees videos? He knew his team was going to suck. And he's a Pirates fan. So it's not just me saying outside of the city, looking out. No. there were Pirates fans that knew this team wasn't going to be good. Okay, so it's not just me being a Pirates hater. There was a Pirates fan who said the team was not going to do good. Okay. Yeah, it's your injury. Maybe if only he had jinxed himself, he's probably thinking, because he jinxes everything else. But the Pirates, they're currently on an 8-game losing streak. Yes, I get it. This team had potential. They showed flashes of what they could be, but potential means nothing if you don't do anything with it. You could have all the potential in the world, but doesn't mean anything if you never win, if you never actually meet your potential. Potential is worthless. It really is. You got you gotta get to your potential. You gotta work for it. You can't just sit there and say I have potential and do nothing with it. You gotta do something with it. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 25th in the run differential, 8.55, 24th in the record at 4.10, 49 points. And again, this team, just to show you how bad the team is, they're currently on an 8-game losing streak. This is not a good team. This is not the team everyone was saying they were going to be. Next, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. The Toronto Blue Jays, again, they are, yeah, not a good team. Not at least not this year. They do have 2 World Series under their belts. They used to be a good team. They do have good players. This team does have potential. It was not gonna work out this year. I think everyone knew this team was. Hey, we're back to teams that most people kind of knew wasn't gonna be in the playoff picture, but they're just looking at the future. That's the Blue Jays. That's the difference. The Pirates aren't looking at the future. They're just a shit show. Blue Jays, they're actually looking at the future. Like I said, if you have potential, you got to do something with it. They're trying to give their younger players some experience. Who knows? The Blue Jays, I can actually see something in the future. That's the thing, though, in the future. Now they're 22nd in the run differential, negative 0.521. They're 25th in the record at 405. They're on a 1-game losing streak. But they've moved up in the power rankings. Yes, they're still in the bottom 10, but they're not the worst of the bottom 10. And it's not like their division was a cakewalk. They had the Yankees, they had the Red Sox, they had the Tampa Bay Rays. And yes, the Red Sox, they're third in their division. They aren't probably not going to get to their 100 wins, but they still aren't a slouch either. They're actually a team. Next, we have the Colorado Rockies. This team I actually had hope for. Man, and boy was I wrong. Last season, they fought for first place in the division against the Dodgers. This year, they're fighting to not be the worst team in baseball. Oh, how. Yes, this is an example of how the mighty has fallen, but not in the way that, this team has fallen this season. No, they were good last season. Not the best team, but they were something, and now they're just nothing. And, well, they moved down in the power rankings. Just again, they're just trying not to be the worst team in baseball. It looks like, but they're succeeding right now. But then they're falling down in the power rankings. They're 23rd in the run differential at 5.51. They are 22nd in the record at 4.49. 45 points. Y'all have a win, one game winning streak. That's something. The last of the top 10. Another team people had hope for. Another team people said were good. Another team that I got flack for saying they were a team I don't care about because they're not a good team. And well, again, looks like once again I'm right. Again, I'm not right about everything, but there's a lot of things I was right about, and I was wrong about the Rockies. I was, but I was right about the Pirates. I was right about the Athletics as of right now. I was right about the Astros. I was right about a lot of teams. A lot of teams. I was right about the Angels. I was right about the Phillies. And I was right about a lot of teams. And with that, San Diego Padres, they got a good player, but one player, what has he done? Where's this team right now? Not very good. Yes, they moved up in the power rankings, but they're still in the top 10. They're not a good team at all. They are 20th in the run differential at negative 0.291. They're 21st in the record at 470, 41 points, 1 game losing streak. This team does not stand a chance. This team is not good at all. Now, we move up to the middle. This team somehow has a shot at the wildcard spot. Despite being rebuilding, despite people, some people had hope, but I heard a lot of people talk about how this team, you just gotta accept that this team was going through a rebuilding year. Yet, right now, they have a shot at the playoffs somehow. Yes, they're 10 teams down, but then I think they're 3 games away from the wild card spot. It's not that far fetched. I don't think it's gonna happen, but they have a wild shot somehow. That's just crazy. This team is supposed to be rebuilding, and right now they're still in the talk for the playoff hunt. How? I don't know. It's respectable, honestly. It honestly is respectable. Now, they're 21st in a run difference at negative 0. They have a losing record. How the hell do they have a losing record and they're still in the talk? I guess it's more, I don't know. It's just, it is amazing, honestly. So they're 21st in a run difference at negative 0.479. They're 18th in the record at 496. They're net points and are on the 2-game winning streak. Next, we have the Los Angeles Angels. This team has zero chance at making the playoffs. Mike Trout, this team relies again. I've said it once, I've said it a million times. This team relies way too much on Mike Trout. I don't think they'll ever learn. I don't think any of the fans will ever learn. Everyone loves Mike Trout, but the Angels are suffering with him. They're 18th in the run difference at negative 0.210. They're 19th in the record at 487. This wildcard hunt, and the wildcard hunt in the American League is really down to 4 teams. The one division actually has 2 teams fighting for division leader. The other 2 divisions, we already know who's going to win the division. And then we got the NL, where there's a crap ton of teams fighting for the wildcard spot. But the first 2 divisions, the 2 divisions again, we're pretty sure who's going to win. With only the Central, where there's a chance of a battle, but we will see as time goes on. We will see. Next, the Phillies. This team had a lot of hope. No, not just playoffs hope. No. This team, the fans were going, basically, I had some fans I talked to were basically going World Series or bust this year. They got Bryce Harper, they got players to surround him with, but yeah, I saw this team falling apart and you know not winning the World Series. But I at least I had them making the playoffs. This team has a very real shot at not making the playoffs. This team has put themselves in a position where they have to fight every game just for a shot at the wild card spot. I'm not sure this team can win the division. The Nationals have a better shot at the playoffs than the Phillies, and I'm pretty sure that's shocking to everyone. The Nationals have a better shot than the Phillies? What world is this? Where the Nationals are doing better than the team that lost Bryce Harper is doing better than the team that gained Bryce Harper. And the team that gained Bryce Harper supposedly surrounded him with players that are really, really good that supposed to complement him are aren't doing anything with it. It's kind of shocking. Uh, I mean, I'm glad that I'm right, and I'm happy that I'm right, especially with how some of the fans were talking. But I wasn't expecting the fall apart to happen this early. This team's definitely not going to make it to the World Series. This team's not going to win the World Series. But, I mean, they can still make the playoffs. It's just going to be a huge uphill battle. They're 19th in the run differential, 0.280. They have they're 15th in a record at 508, 34 points, 2-game losing streak. The Philadelphia Phillies, I was right. I was wrong about the timing, but I was still right. Next, we have the Cincinnati Reds. I'm not sure how many people actually had hope. It sounds like some of the fans actually had hope this team would be good. This team actually feels like it's close to being great. Doesn't mean that they may never get there, but the team is close to being great. It's just it feels like they're just missing one or two pieces, then they're a great team. We just will they get those two pieces? The world will will find out someday. Who knows? Well, they're 13th in run differential, 0.336. 13th in run differential. This is what I mean. This team shows they can be great. They just can't win those close games. 20th in the record, 483. 33 points, 1-game losing streak. Texas Rangers. Oh man, whenever they thought some fans actually thought the Rangers were going to pass the Astros in the division. And whenever that they thought that, they were giving me so much crap talking about how, oh, you only hate the Rangers because they're going to pass you in the division. We're coming up against the Astros. No. I've hated them before this year, before that moment. I've hated them for a while. Y'all are literally division rivals. Am I not supposed to hate a division rival? And then, secondly, y'all are an interstate rival, a division rival, and an interstate rival. What acting like there's no reason to hate y'all other than y'all are good is stupid. But whatever. Y'all ended up falling apart. Yes, y'all have a winning record, but y'all almost have a 500 record. You have a winning record by one game. You lose next game and you have a 500 record. That's how close it is. Y'all are doing very good. You're 16th in the run differential, 0.009. 0.009. 16th in the record at 504, 32 points, 1-game winning streak. Y'all are a bad team. Y'all are, okay, not a bad team. Y'all are a mediocre team. The Rangers this year are mediocre. Last year they were crap. This year y'all are mediocre. That's an upgrade, but uh, whatever. You're a bad team. I can't believe y'all they're actual fans. I thought y'all were gonna win the division. Talk about delusional fans. Man, this team is horrible and whatever. And with that, we get to the halfway point, which honestly the Rangers have been hovering around for a long time. So I guess y'all aren't. It's not a horrible team. It's a mediocre team. Whatever. We get the Milwaukee Brewers. This team this is a team with a real shot. We went from a team with no real shot at making the playoffs to a team with a huge shot at making the playoffs. The Brewers, they're a good team. They have they have a losing run differential. They have a negative run differential, yes, but they have what was it? They have a nice record. They have a winning record. They have a really good shot. They just haven't been very well with the passing games. They're just 5 for 5. They've only won 5 of their passing games. And yes, we have to go to the second tiebreaker here. They are 17th in the run differential. 17th. The run differential is the problem. But that's negative the 0.168. That is the record is 521. And 1-game losing streak. They tied the 29 points, which was a tie, and a 1-game losing streak, which was a tie. They lost the second one. Which team won? The New York Mets. They moved up to 14th place. This team is actually doing good. This team, again, has a shot at the playoffs. This New York team, I would actually cheer for in the playoffs, depending on who they play, that is. Really, once I see the matchups, I'll determine which teams I want to win and which teams I think will win, which they won't always be the same. Now, the New York Mets, they are 15th in a run differential at 0.102, and they're 14th in the record at 517. This team has an actual shot at the playoffs. That's honestly good. I want this New York team to be good. I don't want the other New York team to be good. I want this New York team to be good. Yes, it's still New York. I get that. But I'm sick and tired of the Yankees. And the Mets are in the Yankees' shadow. But if they're crap, then who cares? If they're good, then yes, they're still in the Yankee shadow. Blah blah blah. I get that. But come on now. If they're good, it's yeah. They're honestly also on a pretty good streak. Yes, right. They lost the game, but look at their past 10. 8 out of their 8 wins out of the last 10 games. That's great. Next, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks. They haven't moved. They are 9th in a run differential at 0.568. 17th. They technically have a shot at the wild card spot. I don't really see it happening. I think they're going to fall out. They're going to be in the talk, but they're not going to make it. That's 0.568, 9th, 500 record of 17, 26 points, 2-game losing streak. Next, we got the St. Louis Cardinals, another team with actual playoff hopes. St. Louis Cardinals, they also not just playoff hopes. They technically, I think they're still in the hunt for the division too. I don't think it's gonna happen, but they're still in the hunt. And with that, we have they're 14th in the run differential at 0.138. They're 11th in the record at 526. 3-game winning streak. This team has a shot. And next, we have the Boston Red Sox. This team, they don't even have hopes for the wild card spot. The wild card spot's going to be a major battle. They definitely aren't going to win division. That's too much of a battle. The wild card spot's a huge battle. They're not going to be able to win. It's the Boston Red Sox is their season's. I think it's over. They are 11th in run differential at 500, exactly 500. Their record is they're 13th at 517. So what do you mean? The record's pretty good. Well, I'm pretty sure, what is it? 9 games behind in the wild card spot? Yeah. 24 points, 2-game losing streak. The Boston Red Sox went from winning the World Series to missing the playoffs. That's what it looks like. That would be sad. And with that, we get into our top 10 teams. Now, which teams are our top 10 teams? Which teams have major playoff hopes? All 10 of these teams, I'm pretty sure, have major playoff hopes. Washington Nationals. Yes, the Nationals are in the 10th spot. They're holding a wild card spot. They have a shot at winning the division. While the Phillies, they're facing the real chance of not even making the playoffs, not even a wild card spot. That's crazy. That honestly is crazy, honestly. Yes, I enjoy it. I enjoy the Nationals doing better than the Phillies. It doesn't mean it's not crazy. I probably enjoy it because it is crazy, and I just hate the Phillies fans right now, the Bryce Harper fans, because and I'm not hating Bryce Harper on his skills. He is a good player. He's a great player. I just I just see flaws in the team, and I just see flaws in how much they paid him. I see flaws with relying as heavily on him as they did. Oh wow, y'all got good players. What was it? Y'all say you have the best catcher in the game? Okay. So how's that working out right now, Phillies fans? The Nationals are doing better than you. They lost him and they're still doing good. Phillies gained him and they haven't changed too much. It's really a sight to behold. But the Washington Nationals, they're 12th in the run differential at 0.402. They're 10th in the record at 530. They're on a 1-game winning streak. And they have a real shot at the playoffs. At a wildcard spot. They're holding a wildcard spot, I believe. And let's go. 9th place. The Chicago Cubs. At least you have a championship. At least I guess you this team again, real shot at the playoffs. Uh, will they do make it to World Series? No, but they're most likely. I'm pretty sure they're going to make the playoffs. They're 8th in the run differential. They're leading their division. 8th in the run differential, 0.653. 9th in the record at 542. 1-game winning streak. The Chicago Cubs, not the best team. Kind of, I guess, sort of disappointing, but not too disappointing. Yeah, I guess in my case, not too disappointing because I wasn't expecting too much out of them. But I'm so right. They're leading their division. It's just, yeah, this team. I'm also right. This team's not the best team out there. They're leading their division despite being 9th overall record. Meaning, there's teams not that aren't first in division that are above them. Next, we get the Atlanta Braves. They're leading it's the second team leading the division, but at least you have sixth place record. Atlanta Braves. I believe this team really looks like they're going to win their division. They are 10th in the run differential, 0.517, sixth in the record, 583, 1 game win streak, 16 points. World Series, no. Win division, make playoffs, most likely. That's this team. Good, not the best team, but a solid team, a good, solid team. Oakland Athletics. They are 7th. They are ranked 7th. They haven't moved. Their run differential at 0.763 for 6th place. The record is 568 for 8th place. They're not holding a wild card spot right now, but they have a shot, and they look like they're going to end up second in the division. In the division, obviously it's going to be won by the Astros, but the Oakland Athletics, they aren't such a shabby team, and they're actually a pretty good, solid team. If they weren't in a division with the Astros, they would actually might if they were in a okay. I can't say any other division because there's the Yankees right now, and there's the Dodgers. But there are divisions where if they were in it, they would have a solid chance at being first in the division and winning the division in the end. They're a solid team. They just they just happen to be in the wrong division. They're 14 points, 1 game win streak. Oakland Athletics are a good team. In 6th place, another team that's a good, solid team. Not they've fallen off recently, but they're still showing that they're a good, solid team. Not to underestimate. And well, they're 5th in their run differential at 0.85832, 7th in the record, 580, 3-game win streak. That's the Tampa Bay Rays. And another team that just they were in the wrong division. They somehow were in the division with the Yankees, and the Yankees are they're tied with the Astros in their record. They look like both the Yankees and the Astros are going to end up both having 100+ win seasons. That's just how it is. 5th in the run differential, 832, 7th in the record, 580, 3-game win streak. And now we get to the top 5 teams that could make it to the World Series. We got the Cleveland Indians in 5th place. They moved up to 5th place. They are 7th in the run differential, 0.729. They're tied for first in their division. They 602. The Indians are a much better team than what I thought. But I don't think they're going to win the playoff World Series. I don't think they're going to make it. But they actually have a shot. They do have a shot at making it. All right, the top 5, I believe, have a shot at making the World Series. In 4th place, we have the Minnesota Twins, the other team tied for first place in the Cleveland Indians division. 4th in the run differential, 1.076, tied for 4th in the record at 602. The Twins are only in first because they have a better run differential. Now we go into the top 3. These are your World Series favorites. Top 3 are the teams that are most likely going to win the World Series. Not just make it, win the World Series. 3rd place, the New York Yankees. Yankees and Astros are tied for the record, but the Yankees have a worse run differential, So the Astros are above them. The Yankees are below them. The Yankees are a really good team this year. As much as I hate to say that, they're probably going to get to 100 plus wins just like the Astros, despite, them being the fucking Yankees and them having they have, I don't know how many injuries, and they're still just rocking and rolling. That's just this team has a lot of depth. Uh, who knows? The injured may never come back. They may keep the people like there, but they weren't the only team like this. The Astros had injuries and they were still winning all over the place. The Dodgers are the same way, but Yankees are going to be a force to be reckoned with. But who knows? The Yankees and the Astros are fighting for the 1 seed. That's basically what's going on here. One of these two teams, they're going to be the 1 and 2 seed. That's what's going to happen. Second place, the Houston Astros. They're tied with the Yankees right now in the record. They're Yankees and Astros fighting for the 1 seed. But right now, they are they have the better run differential. They're second, which is 1.559. Especially with that 23-run game. That kind of boosted it a little. The Astros are a really good team. And if they didn't lose that, here's the thing, the Astros, they need to win every game they can. They can't lose games just because they feel like it's an easy team. They need to win games that they should win. Like whenever they had Justin Verlander on a Baltimore Orioles team, that fucking sucks. This should not have ended with the Astros being tied with the Yankees. But they did. The Astros, though, have a real shot at the World Series. Not just winning the making the World Series, they have a real shot at winning the World Series. And unlike in 2017, I actually see people admit that the Astros are good with a shot at winning the World Series. 2017, no one said they were going to make it. Then when they made it, people were saying they were going to get swept. Everyone was saying they were going to get swept. Then when they won games, they said they were not going to make it to Game 7. Then they said they were going to lose Game 7. It's the Dodgers. And they ended up winning. They ended up winning the World Series. Here at the Astros, they may still have doubters. We will see once the playoffs actually hit and we see people making their predictions. But as far as I see, it seems like more people than in 2017 actually see the Astros where they actually have a chance, and that may be a sign, may not be. But the Astros are a really good team. Now, who's got the gold? Los Angeles Dodgers. Again, they're definitely going to go to the World Series in the National League. No one seems to be challenging them in the National League. Yeah, but with that, it looks like a 2019 rematch. It looks like a Astros Dodgers 2017 rematch, Battle of the Giants, and the Dodgers, as of right now, they could end up with home court. They could end up being with a better record with their advantage, but I would hope the Astros can find a way. But who knows? This is still we still have games left. That Dodgers could end up losing enough that the Astros get the better record. Who knows? But come on, 2017 rematch I think has a real shot of happening, and I think it would be entertaining as hell to watch, at least from an Astros fan perspective. Who knows? Maybe as a baseball, other baseball fans will see it as entertaining as hell as well. But that's again, that's still in the future. And for now, This has been your MLB Power Rankings. And I'll see y'all next week. Or really later today, maybe, as I have to do my Astro Series breakdown, where I praise them for the one game and then shit on them for the other game. And, well, yeah.